Well, I'm Liam Reeves, and I go to PHS, and I am a senior. I want to go to NAU, and I want to go into environmental sciences and become a barista and just see where things happen from there. I don't know if I have a set biggest accomplishment like a trophy or an award, but I think something that I'm proud of is I think I've kind of become sort of a likable person, and I think that's kind of like a really good thing to be, and I think that's pretty important. And I work hard on that, so that's probably what I'm most proud of. Okay, so I went to Miss Wanamaker's English 8th grade for the first time, and it was hard. It was very hard, but I liked Miss Wanamaker because she treated me more than a kid. She kind of gave you that stern talking to that like makes you kind of a more mature person at a young age, which is important. And it was my hardest class all 4 years, even now, it's even my hardest class, English. But I always enjoyed Miss Wanamaker because she just always found a good spin on the class, and if I needed an extra day or if I needed help with a certain part of an assignment, I knew she would be easy to ask, and that was important. My life without Miss Wanamaker, I think I would have been less mature, I think, and that's pretty huge because she did treat me like an adult, and it was really beneficial for me. And even now, like if I didn't have that, I think I would have had different aspects of my life that wouldn't have developed as much, and like, I don't know, accountability.
My name is Victor Ocampo. I'm a senior at Prescott High School, and on the weekends when I have time, I like to be with my family and friends, going on walks or like just watching a movie together. I have a pet dog. He's a Chihuahua. His name's Oreo. We take him out on the walks with us. My future plans are going to Yavapai College, getting my associates in general education, and then transferring to Grand Canyon to get a bachelor's in science in athletic training. My biggest accomplishment I'm most proud of would be graduating and being the second person to graduate in my family, and like the second person to go to college. The teachers that made the biggest impact in my life so far would be Mr. Chislock. He teaches economics, and I had him this year. He helped me overcome my shyness and helped me like not be as shy in the class and like actually be able to talk more. I usually just end up like sitting in the back of the class trying to be quiet, avoiding eye contact with the teacher so I don't get caught on. I look forward to going to this class every day.
I'm Brana. I'm 17. I'm a senior at PHS, and I'm on the golf team. The AM/FM award, it awards the student who has the highest GPA on the sports team. So I was lucky enough to be awarded it 4 times in a row throughout high school. And I'm really proud of that, you know, keeping up my academics alongside my sports and all the other extracurriculars I did. It was a good time. My future plans are to attend ASU for business, finance, all that kind of stuff at W.P. Carey School of Business. The teacher who made the biggest impact in my life is Coach Fitzgerald. She's been with me throughout my 4 years of high school, been my coach, been my teacher, honestly, just a really good friend. I've been the co-captain of her team, the captain of her team, and we work really well together. I don't think I could have done it without her, and yeah, she's one of the best people I've ever met. It's just amazing. When I met Fitz the first time, it wasn't in a golf setting, it was in a classroom setting. She was my gym teacher, and to be quite honest, she was kind of intimidating, but you know, once you go through her class and you get to know her better, she's really just so compassionate, and I just don't think enough students realize that her tough love is like less of a mean teacher thing and just more of a, you know, I care about you and I know what you can do. I'm gonna push you to do that. I wouldn't say I'm a prodigy. I just enjoy the game.
Hi, my name is Orion Sam. I'm 17 years old. I go to Prescott High School. Some of my hobbies are I play cello. I love being in nature and hiking. Swimming is fun too, although I don't partake in that. I would love to do archery. Archery would be really fun as well. After I graduate, I plan to attend university at NAU, Northern Arizona University. My major would be orchestral performance, so I could pursue a career in professional cello. The teacher that had the biggest impact in my life is Jen Hawley. She's very sweet, very kind. Both years that I've had her as a junior and as a senior, she's helped me in various ways. Her lessons often teach good morals, and I just have a lot of respect for Miss Hawley. She really does teach a lot of wondrous things and has helped me grow as a reader as well and as a person in society.
Hi, my name is Maddie Molster and I'm 18 years old. I go to Prescott High School. I like to do really anything that keeps me busy, whether that's working out, finding a new challenge, and I'm fortunate enough to work at Las Fuentes where I can spend some good time with the residents. I'm fortunate enough to work in the assisted living facility and the independent living facility, but I really do enjoy the assisted living facility because I can brighten their day when maybe the caregivers aren't really doing as much as they should. I like to make them laugh, maybe make some jokes or go in their room and spend that extra minute just to give them a smile that they need because they don't get it enough. So junior ROTC was presented to me when I was in the 7th grade at Mile High Middle School, and I wasn't really too interested, but then they came back my 8th grade year, and I thought, well, it's a good challenge, maybe something to get me out of the comfort zone. I've had some family members that were in the military from all different branches, so I thought, well, it might be, a good thing to try. And I tried it, and it ended up being the best thing for me because it really pushed me. And I went in to join the leadership class, which is called SAL, and that was getting up in front of our peers, doing staff meetings, stuff that really pushed you to be better. So I plan to enlist in the Air Force with a 4-year contract as a Special Forces officer, and ship off to Texas either this late July or early August. I chose Coach Combs because she pushed me every single day, whether that was in the classroom. And that year, it was my sophomore year of chemistry. We had about 3 or 4 teachers, and I want to say she was the 3rd or the 4th. She was the final teacher, but she sat down and took the extra time to help me on a test or whatever it was that I was struggling with. And then basketball came into the picture and she helped me with that, and she pushed me even when I didn't think I could do it, but she just said, you can do it, and we kept on going. Sometimes I can be a procrastinator when it comes to schoolwork. I know I can get a 4.0 GPA, but sometimes I don't really want to do it. But then I just think about, you just got to do it, and that's kind of life. And so it taught me to just persevere and get through it. And then I kind of think, well, if you can't do this part now, how are you going to get through boot camp? And I want to get through boot camp, so you just got to persevere and get through it.
Sound of the speeding, camera is rolling. Yeah.
My name's Sapphire Murphy. I'm a senior in high school at Prescott High School, and I'm also a YC student taking business classes and English and math classes at YC. Some of my hobbies, I do wood turning with my family, and cooking and baking with my family. We used to serve food for our church on Wednesdays. And then I consider helping in the lunchroom at school as a hobby because I have fun doing that. I enjoy reading a lot and writing stories. When I was a junior, I got my business certificate. So with YC, doing the dual enrollment classes through the high school, I did Business 1 and Business 2, sophomore and junior year, and then I got my certificate. So then when I go into YC full-time, that'll help me get into the business classes easier. My future plans is to be an entrepreneur and own my own business. So after I graduate high school, I'm gonna do the Business Associate's degree and culinary. The teacher that I picked for this was Miss Howard. She was my middle school learning center teacher, and she was like always there for me when I was struggling with school in middle school. So I would go to her classroom and she would help me. She was just always there for all of her students. She is a mom of 2, so she treated us all like her kids when we were in middle school. With projects, she would always wanted us to think outside the box. So we're shooting this part of the auditorium because my friends and me always sat in the back, so we could be the first ones out and not too crowded.
Hi, I'm Katarina Seibert. I'm a senior this year, and some of the things I love to do are art, reading, drawing, painting, and listening to music. My favorite type of music is K-pop because it's very bright and visual and energetic. My plans after graduating are to go to Yavapai College and do applied pre-engineering so that I can go to U of A to do mechanical engineering. I want to build roller coasters. The teacher that made the biggest impact in my life is Miss Wanamaker. I had her for 8th and 9th grade English, and she was such a big impact in my life because after moving to Prescott, I didn't really have friends, I didn't really adjust well, but after going to Mile High for 8th grade, I had Miss Wanamaker for my English class, and I felt very comfortable, and she made me have a better appreciation for English, which I didn't have before. I've gotten much better at writing, and I didn't know that I could write before, but she let me know that I can write and that I'm good at writing, I guess, ish. So she really helped inspire me to do better in school and just feel better about myself in general. So she really made a big impact on me.
Hi, my name is Desmond Bennett. I'm a rising star this year, and a couple of things that I like to do for myself is I like to play video games. I like staying up on my grades because I don't want to get hurt by my mama. And I also like playing football and other sports as well. I play most of the time O-line and D-line, which is just basically the bigger people. Even though I'm not too big, but I got more finesse and I got a little more strength on my side, so I can just And also I play other positions as well. I could play fullback, tight end, and also middle linebackers. I like getting this thing called pancakes, which just basically means when you hit them really hard, you make them land on the floor, and you lay on top of them basically. It's the most funnest, most accomplished thing to do as a lineman, and I really love and enjoy doing that. My future plans is basically depending on 2 things. One is if I can get an apprenticeship, which basically means I work under somebody for a thing called journeyman pipe fitter, which means I can travel around the country, or even if I want to internationally, to do pipe fitting jobs. The person I choose for this, and the person who made the biggest, basically made me who I am today, would be my head coach for the Prescott Badgers, Coach Collette. I chose him because of many reasons, just from him being a great person, great personality, him always telling me when I do something wrong and always makes me fix it. And when I first met him in my 8th grade year, he made a really good impression on me by how even though we never met him before, he never met us. He's being a really outgoing person, taking control of the field, taking control of the people, making sure our first practice as 8th graders, 8th graders, how 8th graders act. We're basically still little kids. Taking control of that and making it into a fun practice and making it into a fun games. And I remember how great it was. And yeah, ever since, he's just been making my life better and better, making me to the person who I am today. When my mom got sick very bad, and my mom had to move down to Phoenix, and I was up here, you know, kind of on my own. Like, I felt that loneliness still a little bit, and no matter what happened, my coach still was there for me. He like always supported me. He always wanted to talk to me, make sure I'm always feeling good.
Hustle from the bottom.